What's going on, peeps? I've been looking around the Spotify charts lately and noticed a name that I was very unfamiliar with. Four Bats?
I'll come and slide by 8 p.m. and send a text to your DM.
I looked at his profile and noticed that he had 2 songs, yet he was already charting on the Billboard Hot 100 and raking up millions of streams. The obvious question here is how? Some might dismiss him as an industry plant straight away, I can't blame them, but there could be more to his come up than we are seeing at the moment. I have made it my task to uncover who Four Bats is, what his music sounds like, and how he blew up with his first 2 songs. Let's get to the bottom of this. Yeah, there isn't a lot of information on this guy at the moment. This is a bit of a building story that will likely be fully analyzed 6 months from now, but here's what I got so far on Four Bats. His real name is Nico Bennett, born on August 6, 2001. He is currently 22 years old. The aspiring rapper grew up in Dallas, Texas, raised by his Afro-American family, and currently resides in Grand Prairie. Bennett has been writing songs ever since he was a kid. After he built up enough confidence, he began making music professionally starting in 2018. I can't find any of his old music. I get the feeling everything he did in the past was wiped from the internet. I did find his old SoundCloud, Nico Bennett, but as you can see, it's been completely deleted. A lot of new artists do this when they blow up to cleanse their catalog, make it more accessible. Now, his first official song was released on June 27, 2023, titled Act 1 Stickers 99. This would be the beginning of this set of songs about a relationship he's having with a girl. This first act is about Four Bats playing games with a chick that lives further away from his area. Both of them appear to have a strong connection with one another. It's their form of escape from their stressful lives. However, it does seem to be a bit toxic, where his girl always finds a way to keep him from leaving. This could apply to the song title Stickers 99. Maybe when he said, "We're stuck together," he meant it. It's got a short runtime, so it doesn't entirely expand on the situation. In other words, it's built for TikTok. I also noticed the first half is Four Bats performing the lyrics pitched up with a Brent Faiyaz-like tone.
I might just call and catch a plane. I might just come see you today.
Then in the second half, there's a beat switch and he performs the hook again, now pitched down.
I might just call and catch a plane. I might just come see you today.
The song was produced by a fairly unknown producer, Nick Dreams, and distributed by DistroKid. So everything seems normal so far, just an independent artist testing out the waters, and we don't hear from the artist for a while after this until August. Around this time we get Four Bats' first share on TikTok, where his song is showcased as an underrated song by the creator Elena's Faves on August 18th. She first found out about him when he started promoting Act 1 during August and was very much surprised by his insane growth since. It was then featured on various artist discovery pages. This was likely Four Bats' way of getting the song out there. He still wasn't reaching the audience he wanted yet. But he would strike gold in October, where he ran into Amber Baker, the lead creative manager for RCA Records. RCA is one of Sony Music's 4 flagship record labels, meaning Four Bats could become connected with many powerful figures in the industry. Just remember, these are all assumptions based on the research I did. None of this is exactly confirmed yet, but I do have a bit of proof. I tried to figure out the Four Bats mystery the best I could. Shortly after this, his main socials were created on October 17th. This includes his YouTube and TikTok. 2 days later, the music video for Act 1 was put out on his YouTube channel. The video visualized the toxic but intimate relationship of the couple, but this didn't quite blow up pitched up Brent Faiyaz yet. It went pretty unnoticed. Luckily, his management was able to get in contact with 4 shooters only to have Four Bats do a From the Block performance on November 24th. This is a popular performance series created by Zay Productions that features up-and-coming or buzzing rappers performing their latest single within a street setting with nothing but the artist in a hanging microphone. This makes the performance seem more authentic and relatable to hip-hop's core audience. Pretty neat aesthetic. It exposed Four Bats to a much bigger audience than before. It's funny because the man is wearing a shiesty mask, so you'd assume that this was one of those I'm about to shoot at my op type of songs, you know? Then he actually performs, now you're like, dang, I should call my girl up. It's that driving around the city music. Four Bats has a soulful, heavenly voice that captures the emotions he's going through effectively. After this exposure, he started posting snippets of the song all over Instagram and TikTok. Soon, reactors were picking up on it and delivering expressions of shock when they realized the pitched up part at the beginning wasn't a sample, it was him. It only took 5 months, but the man had a sequel track ready, Act 2, Date at 8. The teasing began on October 30th up until its official release on December 15th. This release would change his life forever. 5 days later, the shock factor worked in his favor as the hood Brent Faiyaz would be viewed millions of times thanks to reactions of others. His street performance of the track went absolutely viral. He was surrounded by a crew where, just like last time, everyone assumed this would be some gangster stuff. Then he starts singing, and it's basically a non-satirical version of when the music video doesn't match the song. These displays, captured by a blend of gritty visuals and soft R&B, are so unexpectedly captivating that they seem tailor-made for viral success. Within its first 2 days, it had 100,000 views. A week later, 400,000 views. The song itself seems to follow a similar formula to the first song.
First half is pitched up,
The second is pitched down.
Chopped and screwed. This seems to be his unique style. Not sure if this will be how all of his songs will sound like going forward or just the acts. It starts off with the catchy line, "I'll come and slide by 8 p.m. From there, it details a night out with this girl where he offers to buy her shoes and a dress because she's rare. Sounds romantic, but it does seem to imply that this is someone else's girl. Also, ladies, do you really need to drop $500 for your hair? I guess we're very different." The momentum continued as both songs were becoming popular sounds on TikTok and sparked viral reactions from Kai Cenat, Phantom, Your Rage, and other creators within the WL community. Enough to land Forbats his first entry on the Billboard Hot 100 at number 77, generating 5 million streams just in the United States that week. Alongside this feat, he's been rising up the emerging artist charts, R&B hip-hop charts, has the most viral song on Spotify, and is receiving airplay on Dallas stations despite not being shipped officially. There's real buzz here. It's impressive how quick he came up. And it's getting real serious for Forbats. The man is in a bidding war with the top major labels in the music scene. His team has been speaking to Republic, Atlantic, and Warner. He's on path to become one of the biggest new artists in the scene this year. He's even got a trademark for Forbats in the process, arranged by his copyright attorney Matt Boozer, who works at Next Home Gulf Coast Realty. This artist is making all the right moves and has all the support he needs to push further, but it gets better. It seems like the dude has staying power. His momentum hasn't disappeared after a week. Instead, he is continuing to grow at a rapid pace with new cosigns every day, it feels like. This includes Kanye West. He posted on Instagram on January 15th that he was FaceTiming Kanye. Maybe he'll be on Vultures, if that ever drops. How did he land this cosign? Well, he is of course connected with independent distributor partner Vidya, the same company that distributed Jesus is Born by the Sunday Service Choir. They've been working together since, so I'm guessing Vidya told Kanye about the artist based on that connection. This prompted compliments from Timbaland and Ty Dolla $ign. Timbaland went a step further, posting a reaction video of himself listening to Act 2 Date at 8 on social media and suggested that Drake should collaborate with the young artist. In a seeming endorsement, Drake himself liked an Instagram repost of the clip. Given how tapped in Drake is with trending rappers, I wouldn't be surprised if he collaborates with him too. SZA also complimented Forbats on an Instagram clip of his second From the Block performance, expressing "too hard" in the comments. Basically, this man has been getting huge looks from the biggest figures in the music industry, so how will he follow it up? By the looks of it, he'll be putting out a third act titled On God.
She like, boy, go find someone you love. Girl, I can't find no one, 'cause you the one I love.
The snippet I found applies to the end of the relationship where the girl feels like Forbats should just go find someone he actually loves, as he doesn't feel like he did enough for her. Dang, buying you shoes and a dress wasn't enough? He's obviously stressed about this, as it seems to be hard for him to find someone better and trustworthy. It'll likely be put out in February. He needs to capitalize on the virality that he's got, as it could fade away anytime. So, is he an industry plant? The obvious answer is yes. He got connected with a creative director from RCA early in his career and isn't presented as being part of a label at the moment, but it's pretty obvious how he's getting these connections. Here's the thing that people get twisted about industry plants. They don't always get this far. You can only get so far with good management. You gotta create some sort of genuine engagement. There are thousands of industry plans that couldn't even land on Billboard or get 1 million views even with the amount of connections they had. It's clear that Forbats has made a great impression by taking advantage of every opportunity he got. So much that he blew up on his first 2 songs. I can't be mad that he blew up as the sound clearly connects with a lot of people. It's going to be a rare case where he has all the red flags of being an industry plant that are so visible, but nobody seems to care because they just love the music. At the end of the day, that's all the general public cares about. They aren't like me doing deep investigations into an artist's history to find any additional information that could lead to this moment. It's all about putting on the song and vibing, which is completely fine. We shouldn't get so mad people are being propped up by the industry, especially if they're just genuinely talented. The story of Forbats can be summarized by this statement: take advantage of every opportunity you get. You never know what opportunity could lead to yourself being known throughout the entire globe. We don't know his full backstory yet, but he could have just been grinding for a long time before his success happened. It's important not to jump to conclusions and see it all pan out. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, drop a sub and like the video. And how did you find out about Forbats, and will he last throughout 2024? Let me know in the comments. I appreciate the support on the last video, by the way. You're all so kind. Make sure to love all, and peace.
Thank you.